All right. Greetings, everyone. Official accountability here. I wanted to do this video to address a couple of the YouTube comments that were left and a few emails, as well as some new laws that are considered to be passed throughout Utah and the city of Atlanta. First, I wanted to start off by saying that the WhatsApp group is still going. We are still growing. Also, we accept you as a member. You know, you don't have to specifically be convicted of a sexual related offense, but if you were charged and you can prove that you were charged, definitely shoot me an email. We'll get you verified, whatever. But this is definitely necessary, and this is how I run my group, and I don't want to debate it with any of you. I understand you guys have your agenda, and I respect that, but this is my protocol for my group, all right? So everyone who has verified and joined my group, they fully agree with it, and I do appreciate those individuals, all right? So the WhatsApp group is still going. It is still growing. So if you're interested in joining, send me an email. Email is right here on the screen. We'll get you verified and put into the group. No issues, all right? My first comment that I wanted to address in email, someone told me that I shouldn't be focusing on international travel and trying to figure out ways out of the country and how to go about traveling without being molested or harassed in any sort of way. Let me say this, because what I'm getting is that there are bigger things going on in America with the registry and how to get laws changed so that, you know, individuals who were once on the registry or are still on the registry can go about living a normal life without being fucked with, I guess. Let me just say that there's individuals in my group who have been doing this for over 30 years, all right? 30 fucking years. They don't want to sit around for another 30 fucking years and wait, bitch, and moan for laws to get changed that are not going to get changed no time soon, all right? Nobody has time for that. I mean, it's no secret that what's going into place and what's happening are pushing us into poverty. We've paid everything we could possibly pay, and then they're turning around and saying that we have to pay more on top of what we already paid, on top of what we were already told that we had to pay. I'm not going to give nothing else, and the individuals who are in my group, they understand that. They're not going to give nothing else either, all right? If you want to continue to do that, that's totally fine. That's your prerogative. But on my end, I want to teach individuals how to go about living a normal life after they serve their sentence, all right? There are other groups as far as WAR, NARSOL, all for constitutional sex offense laws. You know, there's different sites and different organizations along with the ACLU that tackle the constitutional portion of the registry. I'm just one man. I can't possibly fight a federal government. You know, I don't have the funding, I don't have the resources, and I certainly don't have the Jeffrey Epstein power. Yes, that dude was a piece of shit. Let me just say it, all right? Use your money for good instead of using your money to continue to fuck with the rest of us. But either way it goes, that's where I stand on that, all right? I will let those organizations tackle the constitutional portion of the registry and the laws that are associated with it, and I will tackle the international travel portion of it, all right? I want to go about having a normal life as much as possible, and this includes traveling out of the country without being fucked with, without green notices or letters being sent here and there, in which I also want to mention that I do not think that the notification sent to Thailand in my previous video was a green notice. I do not think that. I do think that it was just a letter that was sent out, and Thailand just kind of had to act. They didn't ask me my side of the story. They didn't ask me for any sort of other information. It was just, I had to get back on the plane and come right back to America. I was not allowed to purchase a ticket anywhere else in the world. I had to specifically come back to America, even though there was no warrants for me. In which, another thing that I do also want to say regarding that, because there's other people who are emailing me saying, Well, even though you're not required to register, you still have to register federally. I'm just going to say, no, I disagree. I strongly disagree. And you can call it speculation if you want to. But I'm going based off of my sheer experience, right? When I left, I did not report to anyone. I didn't. I didn't feel I needed to. And even if I was required to, I wasn't going to, because I'm done with this bullshit. So I left. I go to Thailand. The notification gets sent out. So clearly Homeland Security knows that I left, right? When I get back, of course, I get harassed by Customs and Border Patrol, the TSA, whoever's at the airport doing the secondary checks, right? I fly in and I get sent to secondary, and they interrogate me about my current situation, well, my past situation, and where I'm currently living at. If I were supposed to report on a federal level, I'd be in jail right now. Right, or am I wrong? Because I certainly didn't report to no one. Now, if you want to report and you're not required to report by any jurisdiction that you live in, you go right on ahead. But me, as far as I'm concerned, I live in a jurisdiction that does not require me to register, whether it's federal or not. I am not required to register where I currently reside. So, and all I'm saying is, I don't want you to take notes after me. I'm giving you my story, my account of everything that's going on. That's what my channel is for. My channel is for me. And those who want to follow me in my journey can also keep in contact. Join my WhatsApp group. Speak to me personally. The WhatsApp is going to be the best way to get in contact with me, all right? But I get individuals on my channel that disagree all the time, and that's fine. But like I said, I'm not here to convince you to do anything. If you're okay with your situation, then stay in it. However, me and the people that are in my group, we're done with it. We're not doing it anymore. And those are the kind of individuals that I want in my group. All right. Another individual asked me if I have any issues getting dual citizenship or flying out to a foreign country from my foreign country. Sorry. I don't have dual citizenship. The only thing that I could say is that I do know that there are countries that I could get citizenship in. Ghana being one of them, since I'm Black American and they just passed that new current law to try to bring Black Americans home. It's just not a route that I want to go. But I would be interested in looking into it, but I don't think that that's a route that I would want to go. But yes, there are countries that I can get citizenship in and retain my American citizenship at the same time. From what I've looked up, I'm not going to relinquish my American citizenship for any other country for no means. It just wouldn't be worth it for me, regardless of what's on the passport, all right, the stamp or whatever. I just wouldn't do it. I even think that my stamped passport, if I were to get one, a stamped passport with that marking, will still be better than the passport of most of these other countries. And that's just my personal belief. Yes, that right there is speculation. Another individual wanted to know if I'm giving my 21-day notices and if I'm still registered in Texas. I do still have a Texas profile still up, even though I don't reside in Texas anymore. They will not take my profile down. I can be dead and gone, and they're still going to keep the shit up. Hell, they'll probably even put a damn star around the damn profile just to highlight it. But no, I'm not required to register with Texas, and the state that I currently live in, I'm not required to register here either. So therefore, when I travel internationally, there's no one for me to report to, you know? And I've kind of proved that when I went to Thailand and came back, and nobody fucked with me. They knew exactly what was going on. They researched everything that was going on, and nobody arrested me. Nobody fucked with me. This has been over a month, and I'm still here saying, fuck the federal government. Yes, I say it loud and proudly. I mean, as far as the 21-day notice goes, like I said, I was not required to give a 21-day notice. So that's just pretty much where I stand on that, all right? I just wanted to rebuttal those comments. And If there are any other comments that you might have, definitely shoot me an email. We'll discuss it. If you want to get verified into the WhatsApp group, that's fine. We can do that also, but understand there is a process. Everyone in the group has done it. Everyone will do it. If you're not comfortable with it, my group is not for you, all right? But this is the process, and I will not bend or fold on my process. This is what it is, all right? Also, as far as the videos go, there was a law in Utah that is currently in the process of being passed that I thought was interesting, as well as the city of Atlanta. They have another law going into place. Well, that still needs to reach who it needs to reach before it gets approved through its final destination, whatever. And one of these laws, well, the one based out of Atlanta is being based off of a heinous, crazy ass situation that really had nothing to do with a child, but they're aiming it towards people with sex offenses in general. This guy had a lengthy sexual assault history, and, you know, I honestly don't see how he remained free or did a little bit of time, was free. Went back, came back out, went back in, and now he was free again, and now he's back in. It's just, I don't understand how that motherfucker has 9 lives when it comes to this. And yet, individuals like us, we make one fucking error, one damn mistake, and we get punished for the motherfucker who's doing it repeatedly. It's, you know, I almost don't feel sorry for this dude. I kind of want to wish him the death penalty, and I don't normally do that. All right, but this is just me. But check these 2 videos out. I am going to edit out so that they're not so damn long. So I'm just going to put in the most important part of the damn video so you'll understand what laws are going in place. If you live in Utah or if you live in Atlanta, check these 2 out and let me know what you think. All right. But again, as far as the WhatsApp group, send me a message and we will get you verified into the group. All right. You guys stay safe and check these videos out.
House Bill 99 passes the House with 71 yes votes and 0 no votes.
A state lawmaker who vowed to take action in the wake of a 2 News investigation has done just that, and now a new law has been passed.
2 News chief investigative reporter Wendy Halloran exposed how a child sex offender went into an elementary school and basically got a slap on the wrist. Wendy.
Well, Heidi and Mark, Representative Brady Brammer was disturbed by the reporting on child sex offender Paul Bryant. He bypassed security protocols and went into the school dressed as Prince Charming to see his girlfriend, who was a teacher. He also brought treats for the children who were the same age as his victims. Bryant was convicted but saw no jail time. When a registered sex offender goes into a restricted area like schools, public parks, and swimming pools, it's a Class A misdemeanor. Now, House Bill 99 enhances the penalty for repeat offenders to a 3rd-degree felony if the registered sex offender has been convicted of the same offense within the last 10 years. Last year, Brammer did not mince words.
The pendulum has swung too far, and on a lot of these crimes, we've been too lenient. If you are a child predator and you go to an elementary school, there needs to be a more severe consequence than what he had.
Now, the Office of Legislative Research and General Counsel is finalizing House Bill 99, and then it will head to the governor's desk to be signed. Mark?
Wendy, thank you. This is a story our 2 News investigative team has been digging into for months now. If you'd like to see all of Wendy's prior reporting on the subject, you can click on 2 News Investigates tab on our website and the 2 News mobile app.
Tonight, family and friends of Mariam Abdul-Rab are one step closer to closing the loophole that ended with the young woman's death. Mariam's law advanced through the State House on crossover day.
Yeah, if passed, the proposed bill would expand restrictions for convicted sex offenders. And 11 Alive's Paolo Suro joins us in studio. And Paolo, how is this young woman's family reacting tonight?
Well, family and friends of Mariam Abdul-Rab have been working towards this moment since the 27-year-old was kidnapped and killed. The Georgia Dangerous Sexual Predator Prevention Act, also known as Mariam's Law, was introduced by State Representative Stephen Sines. The proposed law would require sexual offenders to wear an ankle monitor until they are leveled by the state. This would help to better identify repeat sex offenders, tracking the most violent ones. Family friend Asia Morgan tells us while the bill may not bring Miriam back, it will help others from meeting the same fate.
I think it's a healthy means of bringing closure. I don't know if we'll all ever fully heal from the wound that's left in our hearts from Miriam not being here, but I think it's the most proactive way that we can move forward. Nothing's going to bring Miriam back, but what we do in the wake of her memory, I think, as long as it's positive and it moves the needle forward, I think she'd be happy by that.
Now, repeat sex offender DeMarcus Brinkley has been indicted on 9 felony counts, including murder and kidnapping charges in Abdulrab's death. Court records show Brinkley spent 7 years behind bars for child molestation, but due to backlog, he was not listed on the GBI's sex offender registry. Now, family and friends hope Miriam's law will now advance quickly through the Senate. Faith?
Paula, thank you so much for that report, a very important one tonight. And right now on 11alive.com, we have a full breakdown of the bills that did and did not pass on crossover day. You can find this story right now on our homepage.